We are here with Lukas Egeland, who is the Cake Prince at 13 years of age, correct?
Yes.
Who calls you the Cake Prince? Who started that?
Well, the Cake Prince is from the Toronto Sun interview from Rita DeMontis, and she just gave me the name.
Because she thought you were just a cute little prince doing cake, and so you got Cake Prince out of that?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So that's a good title to have, because you've got a cake boss, who I understand is your idol, right?
Yes. He's my idol, and also Duff Goldman from Ace of Cakes.
Ah, Duff, yes. Now, why do you like Duff and Buddy so much?
Because they really talk to their fans a lot. They also have their own TV show in their bakery, and yeah. I just find it really cool that they have their own bakery.
Do you think it would be pretty cool to have a show called, I don't know, Cake Prince?
Yes.
Yes? Do you see yourself one day on TV doing that type of thing?
Yes, I do see myself on TV.
You do. Tell us a bit about what you do now. Like, you do a lot of, like, you knew how the mic works. You do a lot of this type of stuff?
Yes, and doing lots of interviews for articles, and I've been on a TV show before. And
which ones?
Well, it's City TV, and they just did an interview, and they were just talking with me, and I did a cake. Well, I actually did 2 cakes, and yeah.
So tell us how you started in cake decorating, because you're only 13. Most people get into this way later. Like, you're early in the game. How did you get started?
So I started about a year ago. I really watched Cake Boss a lot, and Ace of Cakes, and I would always think how amazing their stuff was on there, and I just wanted to do it. And it was, I forget when it was. I think it was a year ago. Yes, I went to Canada's the Good Food Festival, and there was a Wilton's class, just a small class where you just decorate a cookie, and I just liked it since. And I was signing up for courses for Wilton's and Michael's, and yeah.
So a whole year later, right? You've only been doing this for a year, and you're only 13. What have you done in the past year? I hear you've done some really big cakes. Like what?
Well, I've actually helped work on a 6-tier cake with the bakery, and the guy owns Virgin Ice, which is a fondant company, and yeah, their fondant's really good. I like it.
So you've done wedding cakes as well?
Yes. Well, I only worked on that one with them.
Okay.
And it was really awesome.
So what are you doing here? You're working with Michael's this weekend?
Yes.
Right, with the Montreal Cake Show. And you demoed, I hear, a Montreal Canadians cake?
Yes.
Yeah, how did that go?
Went really good. I had poutine on the side, and Montreal smoked meat and a hot dog.
That's pretty cool. Have you had a poutine yet?
Not from Montreal, but I love poutine or poutine.
Poutine, yes, the proper pronunciation. So.
Just like how they say abs.
You like hockey?
Yes.
Excellent. And you like the Habs? Right. Okay.
I don't know about that.
Okay, so you like the Habs and you like the Leafs, right?
Yeah, let's put it that way.
Okay, let's put it that way. So what do you see yourself doing in the next year? I mean, it's a year later, you've done all kinds of things, you've been on TV, maybe meet Buddy, is that in your future?
Yeah, that's what I want. That's my dream, to meet Buddy. I've met Duff before.
You've met Duff?
Yeah, a couple of times, yeah.
So let's say that we had Buddy here, which we don't, I don't want to scare you. What would you ask him? What would be the question you want to ask Buddy?
Can I work with you?
So you want one of those lovely Carlos Bakery jackets?
Yes.
Yes. What's your specialty? Do you have a type of cake you always seem to want to do?
I like doing gum paste flowers, like roses and calla lilies, and I just like doing gum paste, and I also love doing fondant because buttercream sometimes it's a little hard to work with.
True.
But fondant is also a little hard to work with. But with fondant, if you're piping on it, you can just wipe out the icing if it gets messed up or you don't like it. So that's why I prefer fondant.
Have you had any cake disasters in the last year?
Yes, there was one cake that I went downstairs to go and talk to my family. I went back up, and the cake was like I was making the batter, and the cake the batter just like just went small.
It deflated.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
no.
deflated.
So you know that a lot of people learn now. That's how you learn, right? You have to make mistakes and you move on from there.
And there was also another cake where I made for my brother. It was a bacon cake. It was a little too sweet,
Oh no.
and he didn't like it. So we gave it out to the raccoons at night, and they loved it. They're
So-
fighting over it.
Okay, so those are your cake disasters. What's the best cake you've ever done? What's your favorite one if you had to pick one?
I actually don't know.
You don't know? So if you made a book called The Cake Prince and you had to put a picture on the cover of one of your cakes, you couldn't pick one? Have to put a whole bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Collage.
good plan actually. So what are you doing next? Like what's are you going to work more with Michaels? What do you like about Michaels? I forgot to ask you that. Oh my gosh.
I like all their products, and they have such big stores, and they just have all the products that you need, everything. All the fondant and icing.
We had Mr. Guy Boisvert sitting here just before you talking about you. He's pretty proud to have you on his team, let me tell you. So that's a good thing too. So, sorry, we'll go back to the other question now. Where do you see yourself? What's your next big challenge? Other than meeting Buddy and maybe Duff again or something, what else would you like to tackle next?
Open my own bakery at 13.
Whoa. In Toronto? Where would you open?
Probably Toronto, because there's not like every other place. Like if I were to do in New Jersey, I wouldn't have as much business because everyone would be going to Carlos Bakery, right?
That's true. You can't compete with Buddy, right?
I know you can't. So I would probably do in Toronto, because in Toronto you don't really see a lot of bakeries that are like big. So I just want to open one up there and have my own TV show.
And have your own TV show. And it would be called?
Cake Prince.
Cake Prince. And the name of the store would be called?
Cake Princes.
Cake Prince. Well, that's it. What do you think of the cake show?
Or Royal Cakes.
Royal Cakes.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. What did you think of the cakes here today?
I think they're all
weekend?
really nice. Some of them are really elegant. Some of them are in the theme of like Halloween. And
Did you have a favorite?
I haven't looked at them very closely yet, but I do like the one with the ravens on it. Yeah.
I spoke to the girl who did that one, and those ravens are sugar.
Yeah.
They look real. They're crazy. So much talent here today. So I hope if we have a 2013 cake show in Montreal, you'll come back and see us.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed having you here, and maybe you'll do a Stanley Cup cake, or maybe even we'll let you do a Toronto Maple Leafs cake or something.
Yeah, for some competition.
There we go. So, any final words before we let you go and enjoy the rest of the show?
No.
No? You're good? Well, thank you very much. It was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you very much.